breaking news from RTV6.
And we begin with breaking news, a major development in the case involving the South Side explosion. One of the three suspects facing murder and arson charges is making a deal with the Marion County Prosecutor's Office. Monserrate Shirley's plea agreement may impact the pending trials of the other suspects and could lead to a fourth suspect who was never found. Call 6 investigator Rafael Sanchez broke the story this morning, and now we have the latest at noon. Rafael.
Mark, good afternoon. And at this noon hour, this story remains a developing story. Details of that deal remain under wraps. Sources tell me that Monserrate Shirley, who right now faces 54 criminal charges in connection to that deadly blast, will see a change in the charges that would still carry a lengthy prison sentence in excess of 20 years. Shirley has always maintained her innocence. In previously filed court documents, she pointed to Mark Ray Leonard and his brother Robert for the explosion. Her lawyer is going so far as to say that she was in an abusive relationship with her then boyfriend Mark. It was her home on Fieldfair Way that blew up back in 2012. The Call 6 team uncovered that she was facing financial difficulties before that blast. Investigators believe an attempt to collect on a $300,000 insurance policy motivated the suspects. Their actions blamed for the deaths of Dion and Jennifer Longworth, their neighbors, and of course damaging several homes there on the city's south side. Right now we may get more information about this case later today, or we'll have to wait, Mark, until Tuesday when Monserrate is scheduled in court. Of course, any deal must be approved by a court, by the judge, and of course if the deal is approved, that is one less trial in this case, which means our first trial is still scheduled for Mark Ray Leonard, Mark, in South Bend. That's coming up in June.
Many questions could be answered in that Tuesday hearing, Rafael. One I have for you right now. What about the prospect of this identifying a fourth suspect?
Yeah, it's been the mystery fourth suspect, Mark, and investigators have been relentless on this case, following up on numerous tips. They've been talking to a lot of people since there is some evidence that a fourth person may have been involved.
There's more than liquid in these vials. The contents can expose or exonerate. In this Marion County Forensics Lab, some of the worst criminal cases are solved, one squirt at a time.
Sometimes I'll start with a sample and I think, there's no way I'm going to develop a profile from this, but I'll give it a shot. And then I develop a profile, and I actually can link that profile to an individual.
Forensic scientists can't talk about ongoing investigations. They're part of a team whose efforts have cracked cases based on DNA found on hoodies, lip balm, and a telephone cord. And among this debris, their expertise opened the door to pinpoint a fourth suspect connected to the South Side explosion. 11:11 p.m. on 11/10/2012, a moment marked by flames and fear as families fled to safety in the Richmond Hill subdivision. The twisted metal from the battered and destroyed homes pointed to 4 people. 3 are under arrest, a 4th still wanted. And this store is key to that person being identified. It turns out that forensic scientists found DNA samples on the front door of the home which triggered the blast. Results show the DNA belongs to an unidentified adult male. Items from the South Side explosion were among the total 51,511 pieces of evidence the Marion County lab processed involving more than 12,000 cases.
And at this noon hour, at this point, Mark, the Marion County Prosecutor's Office is making no statements. Shirley has a hearing scheduled for Tuesday. I'll keep working the phones and bring you the very latest information on Twitter at RTV6, and of course our website, theadchannel.com, and of course on the news at 5. A lot of information still coming in. We'll keep you on top of it. However it comes in, you'll get it first. Reporting live, Rafael Sanchez, RTV6.